Welcome to Daily GK Quiz. In today's video, we'll explore 100 easy general knowledge questions about India. Let's test your knowledge. Who is the first Prime Minister of India? Answer: Jawaharlal Nehru. What is the national flower of India? Answer: lotus. What is the national animal of India? Answer: tiger. What is the national bird of India? Answer: peacock. What is the national fruit of India? Answer: mango. What is the national song of India? Answer: Vande Mataram. What is the national anthem of India? Answer: Jana Gana Mana. What is the national tree of India? Answer: banyan tree. What is the national game of India? Answer: hockey. What is the capital of India? Answer: New Delhi. Who is known as the father of the nation? Answer: Mahatma Gandhi. What is the currency of India? Answer: Indian rupee. Who wrote the national anthem of India? Answer: Rabindranath Tagore. What are the colors of the Indian flag? Answer: saffron, white and green. What does the Ashoka chakra in the Indian flag represent? Answer: the wheel of law. How many states are there in India? Answer: 28. How many union territories are there in India? Answer: 8. Who is the President of India, 2025? Answer: Draupadi Murmu. Who is the Prime Minister of India, 2025? Answer: Narendra Modi. Which city is known as the Pink City? Answer: Jaipur. Which city is known as the Blue City? Answer: Jodhpur. Which city is known as the City of Joy? Answer: Kolkata. Which city is known as the City of Nawabs? Answer: Lucknow. Which city is known as the Silicon Valley of India? Answer: Bengaluru. Which is the largest state in India by area? Answer: Rajasthan. Which is the smallest state in India by area? Answer: Goa. Which is the most populous state in India? Answer: Uttar Pradesh. Which is the least populous state in India? Answer: Sikkim. Which river is the longest in India? Answer: Ganga. Which river is known as the Dakshin Ganga? Answer: Godavari. Which is the largest river island in India? Answer: Majuli. Which is the largest desert in India? Answer: Thar Desert. Which is the highest mountain peak in India? Answer: Kanchenjunga. Which mountain range separates India from Tibet? Answer: Himalayas. Which state is known as the land of 5 rivers? Answer: Punjab. Which city is called the City of Palaces? Answer: Mysore. Which is the largest plateau in India? Answer: Deccan Plateau. Which is the national aquatic animal of India? Answer: River dolphin. Which is the national emblem of India? Answer: Lion, capital of Ashoka. Which Indian monument is called the symbol of love? Answer: Taj Mahal. Which city is known as the City of Lakes? Answer: Udaipur. Which city is known as the City of Pearls? Answer: Hyderabad. Which is the southernmost point of India? Answer: Indira Point. Which is the northernmost state of India? Answer: Jammu and Kashmir. Which is the easternmost state of India? Answer: Arunachal Pradesh. Which is the westernmost state of India? Answer: Gujarat. What is the national language of India? Answer: Hindi. Which is the national calendar of India based on? Answer: Sakha calendar. Which is the national heritage animal of India? Answer: Elephant. Which Indian festival marks the harvest season? Answer: Makar Sankranti. Which state is famous for the festival Pongal? Answer: Tamil Nadu. Which state is famous for Bihu festival? Answer: Assam. Which is the official residence of the President of India? Answer: Rashtrapati Bhavan. Where is India Gate located? Answer: New Delhi. Where is the Gateway of India located? Answer: Mumbai. Which is the highest award for bravery in India? Answer: Param Vir Chakra. Which Indian city is known as the Garden City? Answer: Bengaluru. Which Indian state is known as the Spice Garden of India? Answer: Kerala. Which Indian state is known as the Land of Rising Sun? Answer: Arunachal Pradesh. Which Indian state is called the Land of Festivals? Answer: Nagaland. Which Indian state has the longest coastline? Answer: Gujarat. Which is the largest union territory of India? Answer: Ladakh. Which is the smallest union territory of India? Answer: Lakshadweep. Which Indian city is famous for the Golden Temple? Answer: Amritsar. Which river flows through Delhi? Answer: Yamuna. Which place is known as the heaven on earth in India? Answer: Kashmir. Which Indian city is famous for tea gardens? Answer: Darjeeling. Which city is known as the Manchester of India? Answer: Ahmedabad. Which Indian state is famous for backwaters? Answer: Kerala. Which state is known as God's own country? Answer: Kerala. Where is India's first floating post office located? Which Indian state is known as the land of the thunderbolt? Answer: Sikkim. Which Indian city is called the Steel City? Answer: Jamshedpur. Which is the largest port in India? Answer: Mumbai Port. Which is the first metro city in India? Answer: Kolkata. Which is the largest planetarium in India located in Kolkata? Answer: Birla Planetarium. Which Indian leader is known as the Iron Man of India? Answer: Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Which is the longest river bridge in India? Answer: Bhupen Hazarika Setu. Who was the first woman Prime Minister of India? Answer: Indira Gandhi. Who was the first woman President of India? Answer: Pratibha Patil. Who was the first Indian in space? Answer: Rakesh Sharma. Which Indian scientist is known as the Missile Man of India? A. P. J. Abdul Kalam. Which Indian is known as the Nightingale of India? Answer: Sarojini Naidu. Which Indian state is famous for Kathakali dance? Answer: Kerala. Which is the national reptile of India? Answer: King cobra. Which is the national heritage site located in Delhi? Answer: Red Fort. Which Indian festival is known for flying kites? Answer. Makar Sankranti. Which city is known as the Diamond City of India? Answer. Surat. Which is the highest waterfall in India? Answer. Jog Falls. Which is the largest zoo in India? Answer. Arigna Anna Zoological Park. Which Indian monument is located in Delhi and built by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak? Answer. Qutb Minar. Which Indian monument has the Ashoka Chakra on it? Answer. National flag. Which Indian freedom fighter gave the slogan, Jai Hind? Answer. Subhash Chandra Bose. Which Indian state shares its border with most neighboring countries? Answer. West Bengal. Which city in India hosted the 2025 International G20 Summit? Answer. New Delhi. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe bell to Daily GK Quiz for more interesting quizzes every day.